What's up, everybody? Jake from Strat Geeks coming at you once again, and this time we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to actually get into some market replay. Instead of the back test, we're going to actually replay. I believe this is Monday. It's a good day because we have a few wins to start the day, then we have a couple losses to end the day, you know, which happens. But this way we can see how wins work, we can see how losses work, and yeah, if you want to get a hold of me, I got onetraderjake@gmail.com up there. And you can also go to our stratgeeks.com, scroll down just a little bit, click here to join our Discord server, and then you can find me here, Jake@ORS. Make sure it's Jake_@_ORS, and then just shoot me a friend request and a DM, and we can start a chat. All right, we'll go back over that again at the end of the video. So as you can see here, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 net wins and 1, 2 net losses. So this day will end in 3 net wins. So let's go ahead and rewind the market replay for the 13th. Let's expand this out a little bit so it's easier to control. And let's get this back to 9:30. Almost right there. Oh, nice. Okay, good enough. All right, and most of you who've been following along with the channel know how the strategy basically, you know, it more or less kind of how it takes its trades and why and when, but we're going to go over that anyway. All right, so there we go. NASDAQ, 1 minute. NASDAQ micros to be specific. Let's go ahead and push play till 9:30. We can just go ahead and pump that up here to 1,000. All right, so we are 9:30. Oh, am I enabled? Is the strategy enabled? I believe it is. Yeah, I don't think it is actually. Let's make sure it's enabled. Yeah, okay, enable. Okay. And there we go. All right, so let's keep it plugging along here. Turn it down. Let's go 100 and play. And you can see here's 9:30. And at 9:30 we put in a low and a high here, but then we made a new high. So this is our high. Let's see if that holds. And in 2 minutes, and opening range complete at 9:45. And you can see we put in a series of new lows here, here, here with these blue dashed lines. And finally right here, but we never breached this high. We happen to come back up and almost touch it and then immediately get rejected. So this first 15 minutes here, come on hotkeys, let's go, let's do the thing. To here is it's our weather forecast for the day, basically. And then what we do with that high and that low is it gets measured automatically by ORS from the high to its lowest low. And I probably didn't get that perfect. We can see over here 338 ticks to be exact from our high to our low in the first 15 minutes. And then we split that high and low up into 4 equal sections. 1, 2, 3, 4. Our target will be 2 sections away from the entry, and our stop will be 2 sections away from the entry for a 1-to-1 risk-reward ratio. So our entry would be here, if you will. Stop back here, target back here, or invert it the other way. Okay. Now, since the opening range closes at 9:45 and we don't actually start trading till 10:30, we basically have 15 minutes to go grab a cup of coffee, figure out what our risk is going to be for the day, and let's go ahead and figure that out. So 338 ticks is a really easy way to do this, and I'm just going to actually just show you the easy way to do it today. What we want to do is we want to find out how much 1 micro is worth on this particular day. This particular day happens to have a 338 tick opening range, and we basically just divide that, it's a shortcut, divide that by 4, that'll get us what 1 micro is worth on this particular day. So $84.50. That's not quite enough risk for me on a few of my accounts. On a few of my accounts, yeah, I'll go $84.50. I'll just go 1 micro. But on a few, I want to go 2. So times 2 micros, $169. So we're risking $170 or so to make $170 or so, 1-to-1 risk-reward ratio, and we usually have somewhere between a 60 and a 65% win rate with ORS with a 1-to-1, which doesn't sound that great, but honestly, try a bunch of other strategies on the NASDAQ, and you will find that it's actually pretty darn good. Let me have a sip of my coffee. Here we go. All right, let's go. So we're risking $170 to make $170. So let's go ahead and push play, and we'll just kind of cruise through till 10:30. 9:52. And we got these cool buttons here. You can turn the strategy on and off here. Tell it to only take longs or shorts. We don't really need to use this stuff over here though. And moving along. Came back down there, touched the top of the opening range. You can see these dashed pink lines will remain as the high and the low of the opening range. And we're almost at trading time. And right here. So right here, we'll go ahead and turn it down. And we will see that this red shaded zone will turn off or dissipate basically. All right, stop. Okay. So here we have our first trade opportunity in 9 seconds. Let's go ahead and turn this all the way down. In 9 seconds, when this candle closes, actually, did it already try to place a long order? I don't know. Here, let's just let it go here. Is it working? There we go. All right, pause. Okay, so we have 3 criteria and a 4th criteria that's kind of under the hood that we don't really need to look at right now, but we'll just say we have 3 criteria that need to be met to take a long trade. First off, we need candles closing above. Why are my hotkeys not working perfectly? There we go. We need candles closing above the moving average. As we can see, that is absolutely happening here. We need that moving average to be white, signifying sloping up. And finally, we need our buy zone. You can see this green shaded zone here has begun 1 minute ago. And behind here actually is a lightly red shaded zone, but you'll see that. Or hold on one sec, I gotta pause. All right, back to it. Let's have the pool guy show up for a second. So let the pool guy in here. Beautiful Bali. I live in beautiful Bali. Got myself a pool, some rice patties, cleaner, 4 times a week, a pool guy. And I love Bali. It's a great time here. Anyway, okay, where was I? So we can go over it again. So we want candles closing above the moving average. Yes, they are closing above. We need the moving average to be white. Yes, sloping up. And we need a green shaded zone. And that green shaded zone is our ORS proprietary buy-sell zone indicator. So we got all 3 criteria met. Because those are met, ORS is going to be looking for a pullback at the close of this candle here. It's going to be looking for a pullback to this line. Actually, from this candle, wherever this one happens to close in 3 seconds. So let's go ahead and push play at 1 speed. 2, 1, 0. There we go. And let's see if this gets filled. In 1 minute, if this does not get filled, well then we'll just see what happens. Let's go ahead and cruise this up here. Okay, so in 20 seconds. Okay, so what happened there was we turned into a sell zone. The green zone stopped here, and we started a red zone. So we do not have all 3 criteria met for entry. So ORS automatically canceled the trade. And let's pump it up a little bit here. Oh, there we go. Pause. Okay, so what happened there is we turned back into a green zone. So we had all 3 criteria met. Closing above the moving average. Moving average is white, and we're in a green shaded zone. And then, as soon as this candle closed, ORS automatically places that buy order here. A limit order too. We don't use market orders. Market orders do not work in backtesting. And because market orders don't work in backtesting, we're not going to use them. We also don't use auto trailing stops. Those don't work in backtesting, and nor do auto break evens. They might work in market replay to a degree, but as far as I'm concerned, my whole prerogative with this strategy, the number one thing is to get the backtest matching the live results as close as humanly or technically possible within the constraints of NinjaTrader historical datasets. So only no market orders, no auto trails, no auto break evens, only limit orders, static stops, static targets. So in 31 seconds, this candle will close, and if it closes above this next line here, if it closes above this line, which happens to be the top of the opening range, then the order will get moved up one level. Let's see what happens. Let's turn it down, turn it down, turn it down. And okay, so it did not close above, and we filled. You can see it close there. And let's push play again. At 3 speed, yeah, and I can explain the targets and the stops here. So you can see our stop is 2 lines back. And our target is 2 lines up. 1-to-1 RVR. And move it along. Let's go ahead and speed this trade up. And just because if we happen to get a moving average color change, or there's our target, or a ORS buy sell zone color change, or candles closing below the moving average, it doesn't matter. We're not going to cancel the trade once we're in it. Once we're in it, we're in it. Period. And let's see what happens here on this next candle. Let's turn up the speed a little bit here. Get ready to pause it when we see a color shift of any kind, be it the moving average or the buy sell zone. So we're only allowed 1 trade per window. Whenever I say per window, I mean per buy or sell zone. So in this green shaded zone, only 1 trade is allowed. We have found over time in backtesting and in forward testing and forward trading that 1 trade per window gives the best probabilities over the long term. So we could have entered another trade here, we could have tried to enter another trade here, we could have tried another trade here, but 1 trade per window. You can set that up however you want. You can do 3 trades per window or whatever it might be. And we might get a color shift to the downside here soon. Let's turn it up a little bit. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, so we have candles closing, this time for a short, candles closing below the moving average. The moving average turns blue for sloping down, and you can see our sell zone started right here and goes this way. We did not pull back here yet. We did not pull back here yet. I believe it just got placed anyway, so we'll see what happens. Let's turn down the speed. And then you see that here, pause, pause, pause. Because very quickly, and this is the beautiful thing about having this strategy automated, within just a few seconds, this order got moved from this line to this next line down because of this candle close. And sometimes that happens so fast that if you're to try to do that manually, you're not going to be able to get this order, because I believe it fills in like another half second here. Yep. So that would have been tough to get manually. Yet another reason that that we have automated this strategy. All right, let's push play through this one. And we'll basically just go through 1 long and 1 short, and then we'll fast forward to the end so I can show you a couple losses. Let's turn this up a little bit here so you can see our target is 2 lines down. Our stop is 2 lines up. And actually, yeah, while this trade is working, I'm just going to scroll back and grab where is my email? onetraderjake@gmail.com. I don't exactly respond as fast to my emails as I do to the Discord, so go to stratgeeks.com and then scroll down to Discord. Basically, yeah, I'll go over it at the end. Let's turn this up. 50 speed. And our average trade duration on the 1 minute chart is about 20 something minutes, and it's usually something like 5-6 trades a day on average. We start trading at 10:30 and then no trades after 1:58 p.m. So we avoid all the 8 a.m. There's another long. We avoid all the 8:30 a.m. crazy news events, the pre-market stuff. We avoid any 10 a.m. red news events. And we also avoid 90-something% of the FOMCs that happen at 2 p.m. or 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we don't usually have to worry about that was a pretty long trade there. So you can see now we have what, 3 net wins so far? 1, 2, 3 net wins. 2 micros, enter here, 2 exit there. Now we're in a sell zone. Now we're back in a buy zone. But okay, so as soon as we switched, we had the 2 criteria met here. Then we switched to a sell zone, and then bam, there we go. We got 4 net wins, and we should get 1 more net win, and then we should end the day with 2 net losses. 2 losses. And we're in for long. All criteria are met. Above, white, green zone. So it could be argued it's lunchtime, we've already had 5 wins. I mean, honestly, if I was paying attention more to my screens, which I don't do as much anymore, I'd probably turn off after 5 wins. I know that a lot of people did turn off after 4 or 5 wins. You can either turn the strategy off here, or you can just disable. So, you know, there's always a risk of giving some of your money back, and we'll watch that happen here on Market Replay. And this Market Replay day did match the live results and the back test as well. And there's an entry short. Blue HMA closing below. And a red shaded zone. Let's turn it up. And we got a little more than halfway to profit target. We're back to break even and stopped up. Enter long. Of course, at the end of the day, you're going to give 2 wins back. The thing is, you just really never know. And back to break even. See, that would have been a time, you know, if you're monitoring. That would have been a time here. It's like, it's 340, you know, do you want to really just, do you want to push it? I don't know. But, you know, a lot of people, including myself, you know, nowadays I go hands off. Speaking of that, actually, let's take a little detour. Let's take a little detour with the old calculator. So we're risking $170 or so per trade. So we also have a function in ORS that we can limit the amount of losses that the strategy will take until it just stops taking trades. Right now, our template for most of us, I believe, have it set to 3 max losses and stop trading for the day. Some have it set to 4. Some people have it not set at all, and they just want to go for it. And that's totally fine as well. So I have mine set to 3 max losses, and it'll stop trading. So if you take the 169 at 2 micros times 3 max losses before ORS stops trading at all, that's a maximum risk for the day of $507 plus commissions. I don't know, call it $550 after commissions, $550. So I'll take that $550 and I'll go to my RTrader backend loss limit and I'll put $550 in for each account. Or on Tradeovate, you can do the same thing. Or if you're trading a NinjaTrader Live account, you can also do the same thing. Just give your account a loss limit for the day. But that's a way to, as like a reserve parachute. It's pretty cool. It makes me a lot more comfortable knowing that I have a loss limit set that equals whatever 3 trades down is for that particular day. Okay, let's go ahead and finish that day out. See if I can keep this video under 25 minutes. That'd be cool. So, then we get halfway to target, and now we have this red shaded zone here. That means at 158 here, no more trading the rest of the day. This trade will stay as is unless it either hits the stop or hits the target, or at the end of the day, at the end of the market regular session hours, it will auto close for us as well. And there we go. Okay. And pause. Okay, so with 2 micros on this particular Monday, we ended up with 486 something bucks. And we can count the net wins and net losses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 net wins, 2 losses. So that gives you total net wins, actually. A total net wins of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minus 2 is 3. So you could think of it also kind of like this. So if you're risking 150, or what we're at, so let's do it again. 338 divided by 4 will get you what 1 micro is worth on this particular day. We were risking 2 micros times 2, 169, and we had times 3 total net wins. So 500 bucks. So yeah, it looks like commissions were included over here on this. So 500 bucks. Now, what if you risked 4? So 338 divided by 4. 1 micro is worth 84.50. Maybe you actually want to do risk 5 micros times 5 micros. 420K account. Maybe you got a 250K account or something. 422.50 times 3 net wins would be a $1,267 day. Anyway, I just wanted to show that as well. All right, one more time for how to get a hold of me. And basically, before you sign up with ORS, you need to schedule a Zoom meeting with me. Basically, it's a way to kind of vet our subscribers that they're real people and no nefarious stuff is going to, transpire, people trying to steal things or scam people or anything. So we have a very limited amount of space. We only have a few dozen subscribers at any given time. We're not trying to get 100-something, hundreds of subscribers. We would rather have a tight-knit community of people who are committed to the process. So if you go here, stratgeeks.com, scroll down to join our Discord server. Just click on that. Then you will get to our Discord server. Oops. There it is. Yeah, that's good enough. Jake@ORS. Jake_@_ORS. And then you can send me a DM that way. And you can also get a hold of me. Could have sworn I put my email up there. It's not there anymore. I'll write it out here one more time. The number 1, trader jake@gmail.com. And you get a hold of me that way. I'm not usually as fast to respond this way as I am in Discord. So yeah, if you're serious about joining up, shoot me an email or shoot me a message on Discord, and then we can schedule a meeting. I'll send you a Calendly link. Then we can talk about some stuff. And then after that, if you decide to sign up, then then you schedule another Zoom meeting with me, and that time I will go over everything on screen share, make sure everything's set up perfectly for you, even take mouse control. I want to make sure everybody's set up to be as successful as possible with our strategy. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. Jake, Strat Geeks, signing out.